Hi guys, it's Tammy from Shrinking Violet DS, and today is Tuesday, January 9th. And I had traditional duodenal switch surgery on March 9th of 2017 with Dr. Escara, Mexicali Bariatric Clinic in Mexicali, Mexico. When I started my pre-op diet on February 19th of 2017, I weighed 260 pounds. On surgery date, March 9, 2017, I weighed 248 pounds. And last week I weighed 148 pounds, I believe, when I came to you. And this week I haven't weighed. I meant to this morning and I forgot. And then I thought about not making the video because I hadn't weighed, and then I thought, well, I'm just going to do it anyway, and I can always do a little update video tomorrow after I weigh. But yeah, I feel like I'm maintaining. I don't feel like I've lost any more or gained any more, but we'll see. The scale surprises me frequently, sometimes good, sometimes bad. So yeah, I've stopped predicting what the scale might do. Just had lunch. I've been craving Sonic these days, and so twice in the last week I've gone to Sonic, and I get the super double cheeseburger, I think it's called, the number 2. And I get it without the lettuce and the tomatoes because those are hard on me because they fill up my stomach so quickly. And raw vegetables are tough on me anyway. So I get it without those, but I really like the onions and the pickles, so I leave that on. And then I find that their burgers really aren't that messy because they don't put anything on the bottom bun. They put the meat on the bottom bun and then they pile everything on top of that. And so it's really easy to take the buns off of their burgers. And so it's perfect for me because I'm left, I take off both buns and I'm left with 2 beef patties and 2 slices of cheese and that little bit of pickle and onion, and then I have them put mayonnaise and mustard and ketchup on, and it's delicious. And it fills me up and it satisfies that fast food craving that I keep having for some reason. So that's been kind of my go-to treat almost for this last week. And I was just wondering, do any of you guys have any kind of fast food tricks that you do, or are you better than I am and you just stay away from fast food entirely? For the first, gosh, maybe 4 months, I'm 10 months out now. I bet for the first 4 months I didn't eat fast food at all. I just couldn't, because for those of you who have watched my early videos, you'll remember that, or maybe you'll remember, that I had a really hard time digesting dense proteins for a long time. So I couldn't eat out, really. I was pretty limited with what I could eat. It wasn't even an option for me to eat fast food. And I've never been a huge fast food person, but I tend to have a lot of errands that I run, and it's just really convenient. I would never leave my house just to go get fast food. Frankly, I'm too lazy for that, and the fast food's not good enough tasting. But it is really convenient when I don't want to get out and sit in a restaurant and order an actual meal, which I thought about doing today. Oftentimes on Tuesdays after I have my massage, which is why I have my Woody Woodpecker hair going here. After my massage, there is a fish restaurant down the street, maybe half a mile. And so I'll go there because what could be better for you than fish? So oftentimes I'll go there, and it's kind of nice because I'm all relaxed from my massage, and it's warm in there, and it's all drizzly and rainy in Portland all winter. And so I'll go in there and I'll take my phone with me and I'll just watch YouTube videos and eat fish, which is nice, but I don't always feel like just sitting there and being served and, you know, taking the time to do that when I could go to Sonic, drive in, get my food, eat my car real fast, and then keep on going. So anyway, I was just curious if you guys had any fast food tips that you would like to share. I see I'm parked in a not a grocery, but like a strip mall kind of a place, and there's a Panda Express across from me, and that's one of my other favorites as far as fast food, because they've got quick, easy drive-through, and they have pepper chicken, which is delicious, and it's just chicken and vegetables, and I can't eat many of the vegetables, but I can eat all of the chicken. So when I'm being good, I get that, or I get the I think it's called Shanghai beef. It's like little steak pieces. Either one of those is really good, and they're not breaded or anything like that. When I'm feeling naughty, oh, and if I get those, then I'll get a small. But if I'm kind of feeling naughty and indulgent, I will go there and I will get the, sorry, I need to arrange myself more comfortable. I will get the mini size of the honey walnut shrimp or the orange chicken, because I love both of those, but they're both breaded and fried, and so they have a lot more carbs than the pepper chicken or the Shanghai beef. But Panda Express is a good one for, I think, for fast food for weight loss surgery people. My other favorite is Baja Fresh, because you can get the tacos. I usually get like fish tacos, and then I just eat the insides out. Sometimes I'll eat the tortilla, but not all the time. It's pretty easy to just eat the insides out, and it's really tasty. Anyway, that's my fast food chat for the day. I was a little curious because most of my subscribers, I think, are VSG people, and that's just by virtue of the fact that there are not a whole lot of DS people out there. And I know that it's a little bit tougher for VSG people to lose and to maintain, because you don't have the malabsorption that the DS people have, or the Roux-en-Y people. I'm not sure how much malabsorption Roux-en-Y people have. I don't think it's as much as the DS, but I'm not positive. But I know VSG doesn't have any. And so I was just curious if do you guys find it annoying when I talk about how much I eat? Because I don't have to do that. I can talk about other things. And I realized for me, it might be kind of annoying to listen to somebody who just keeps talking about, you know, that they eat all this food and they still lose weight, or they eat all this food and they maintain. So let me know, because, yeah, I don't want to annoy you guys. That's not why I do this, and I can see how that could be the case. For me, I like hearing people who are really having a not a good time, an easier time. I always feel bad when I hear people having to really struggle. Because we all struggled so much for so long before surgery, and to have to struggle just as hard after a while, that just seems unfair. Anyway, so for anybody out there that's struggling, I'm sorry that that's the case, and do let me know if you want me to dial it back on kind of the ease with which the process has gone for me. I am one of the smaller DS patients out there. I started at a lower weight, Most DSers are at least 50 pounds heavier than I was when I started. And the whole reason I got the DS and the whole reason that I qualified for the DS was because of my comorbidities, because I had the diabetes and I had high blood pressure and my family has a history of heart disease and I had sleep apnea. So that's the only reason that I actually really qualified for the DS at the weight that I was. So it's not that I have just been such a fantastic weight loss patient. As you know, I eat, you know, not crap, but I will indulge myself when I really want it. So I'm not a stellar weight loss patient, but I had the advantage of not having such a high start weight as most people who got my surgery, and my surgery is drastic, and so it really allows me to be a little bit naughty and still lose. So anyway, I just wanted to check in with you guys on that. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. My size 10 pants are getting too big, which is kind of cool. Except that they're the smallest clothes I have, and so now it's getting time to go shopping again. And I was really hoping to not go shopping until the weather changed, but it's only January, and so the weather here in Portland is gonna stay pretty chilly, probably till April, and then it'll warm up a little bit, you know, and then it'll probably be in the 50s. It doesn't get warm here until like July usually. We always say July 5th it stops raining. So I was kind of hoping to be able to wait until spring, but I'm not sure that that's going to be the case. And it's not a bad problem to have, I have to say. I would much rather keep losing the weight and get down to my goals than not have to buy new clothes. If I have to pick one over the other, I will buy new clothes all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. So I'm not I am complaining, but I'm not complaining really. I think my checkbook's complaining more than anything. What else? This is a very non-cohesive video, you guys. I'm sorry. I think that's it. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. I was thinking about all the things when I was thinking about not being a very good weight loss patient and how, you know, I eat Oreos when I have PMS and that kind of thing. I was also thinking about the things that I do now that I thought I was never going to be able to do again after weight loss surgery. Things that I was told that I probably would never be able to do again that are just fine now. And they were things that, you know, they weren't game stoppers, but I was a little bit bummed to hear them. Things like no carbonated beverages. I don't drink that much soda, but I drink sparkling water, and I always have, and that's my preferred beverage. And so at first I didn't drink it, and then I wasn't getting enough water, I didn't think, and so I thought, well, I'm going to try it a little bit, and I found that I could drink it, and I can drink any carbonation, and I would say about 2 months after surgery, I think, I could start drinking carbonation. And so I do that. I drink carbonated stuff all the time now. Alcohol, that's a big one. They say don't drink alcohol after. Well, I didn't drink alcohol for 5-6 months after. Let's see. Yeah, probably not until September or October. And I had my surgery in March. And then along with the carbonation, it kind of went hand in hand because my drink of choice at home is champagne. And so once I found that I could drink the carbonation, then the alcohol, I thought, okay, well, I can try that in moderation. And I'm just fine with it. And I do drink champagne at home probably 3-4 nights a week. I don't drink as much as I used to. I always had a really high tolerance because I had a lot of body weight. I had a really high alcohol tolerance. I could drink an entire bottle of champagne and not even feel it. At a bottle and a half, I was tipsy, and I wasn't actually, I wouldn't say inebriated unless I drank 2 full bottles of champagne or wine in one sitting. And I mean, obviously I didn't do it very often, but there were times, like, you know, at New Year's or something like that, and all of a sudden you look around and there's just bottles everywhere, and you figure out how much you drink and you think, oh, holy cow. So yeah, I used to have a really high tolerance. I could drink most men under the table, even with martinis. That's my other drink of choice, is straight up Bombay Sapphire, very dirty with blue cheese olives, and I could drink 3 of those before getting tipsy and 4 to 5 before getting inebriated. Now I would say tipsy, I don't know if that's the right word. I can feel the effects of the alcohol after about a glass and a half of champagne, and I can feel it after 1 martini, and sometimes before the first martini is even done. So I can drink alcohol now. For those of you who are new to weight loss surgery or thinking about weight loss surgery, and you're thinking, oh, you know, I kind of like a glass of wine with dinner, you can, oh, well, I don't know if you can do it, but I can do it. It can be done. And I don't find that I have any repercussions from it. I've never had a hangover in my life, and I've still never had one. That doesn't seem to have changed. And my taste in alcohol hasn't changed, like my taste in other things did. So that's good. So those were 2 biggies for me. The third big one was being able to drink while I ate, because I'm always thirsty, and I always have been always thirsty. I drink a ton of sparkling water, and I drink sparkling water with my meals, and I would say that I couldn't eat and drink simultaneously until maybe 8 months out, 7-8 months out. At first, I definitely had to have half hour, 45 minutes before, half hour, 45 minutes after in meals before I could eat, before I could drink. If I tried to drink and eat at the same time, I was miserable and would throw up. It was just awful. I could sneak like a little tiny bit to wet my mouth or wet my food, but I couldn't take a drink of anything. And I hated it. I would literally set a timer because I was always thirsty. And I needed to know how quickly, how much longer until I can drink. Gradually that time lessened, and now I can eat and drink without a problem. I still don't drink a lot while I eat, because I don't want to take up the space with the liquid. I want to save that for the protein. But I can drink regularly, and I can take actual sips. I rarely will finish a whole glass of anything while I eat. Usually half a glass at the most of water or diet soda or whatever. But at least I can now, and I don't have to wait at all after or before I eat or drink to have, or I don't have to wait at all before or after I eat to have something to drink. So I can finish my meal, take my last bite, swallow, and I can immediately drink, and there's no problem. And I don't find that it makes me hungry faster either. So that's good. So those are my 3 biggies. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that they tell you you can and can't do. I can't think of anything, and maybe just because those were the 3 that mattered the most to me. If you have any questions, if you're new or you're pre-op, and you have any questions about what you've been told weight loss patients can and can't do, again, I can't speak for you, but I can tell you whether or not I can do it and how long it took before I could do it. And I'm not one of those people that pushes the envelope just for the sake of pushing the envelope. I actually thought about these things before I tried them, and to decide whether or not they mattered enough to me to try it. And so I decided that they did. I found that I was gonna say my quality of life is better. I think that's a little bit overstating it. That might be a little dramatic, but my mild happiness is certainly increased with the ability to do those things. So yeah. All right, y'all. Oh my gosh, it's been 21 minutes, you guys. I must have just rambled and rambled. I'm so sorry. Have a great day, and I will pop back on and maybe do another upload tomorrow, just a real quick one with my weight to let you know if it's gone up or down or sideways, stayed the same, gone in circles, who knows. And I'm gonna do my measurements again here pretty soon, maybe this weekend, because it's been a long time since I've done measurements, and so I'll do that, and I'll do a video on that, and I'll post them on Instagram too. If any of my new subscribers are not on Instagram with me, please go ahead and friend me. If my account is private, so you'll have to request, and it is Shrinking Violet DS, like it is on here. I think it's all run together though on there. If your account description doesn't say that you're a weight loss surgery patient, or doesn't reference VSG or DS or RNY or anything like that, if I can't just look at it and immediately see that you're weight loss, then you'll probably need to send me a note saying that you are, because just like everyone else, I get a ton of people who are just randomly friending everybody. I've got some guy in Michigan that wants to make jewelry for me. Isn't that nice? Anyway, so I'm happy to be friends with you on Instagram, but if you're not an obvious weight loss surgery patient, please send me a note and I will confirm you. Otherwise, you'll get denied, because I just go through and I automatically deny everybody. I look at the, you can see like 2 or 3 lines of your profile, and if I can't find it in there, then you're just done. So, all right, guys, have a great day, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon.